D.C.'s budget battle with Congress continues. It's been more than 5 weeks since the Senate passed a bill restoring more than $1 billion to D.C.'s current budget.
Yeah, but the House has yet to take up that legislation for a vote. We've been talking about this. They're on recess until April 28th. Rafael Sanchez Cruz tells us right now that D.C. leaders have already started to prepare for these potential cuts. They've been talking about them, but now they could be announced this week, right?
Yeah, that's right, Leslie Lorenzo. Mayor Muriel Bowser says she thought this budget issue would be fixed by now, but obviously it hasn't. These possible cuts could come at a time when the district is set to host national and international events like World Pride and 3 FIFA World Cup games this summer. So here are how things stand so far. D.C. officials are preparing to make about $400 million in cuts. That's because under federal law, D.C. can increase their current spending by 6%. But still, $400 million in cuts is a huge blow, and Mayor Muriel Bowser has warned this could lead to layoffs for city employees, service cuts, and freezes on new hires, overtime pay, and raises. The city administrator has until this Friday to present recommendations to the mayor on furloughing employees and potentially temporarily shutting down certain D.C. government facilities. Now, Mayor Bowser has this to say to the roughly 35,000 D.C. government employees here in D.C. Let's listen.
This is not something that D.C. government has done wrong, or is not a case where we don't have the money to pay for their services or other services, but we have a situation where we need a congressional fix to prevent the type of summer where we don't have the overtime that we like to ensure that we have the number of police that we need, not just for our own policing, but for a summer of national events.
And as we mentioned earlier, the House of Representatives comes back from recess next week. It's still unclear if they will take up this bill up for discussion. D.C. agencies will get a chance to avoid some of those cuts by seeking waivers. When asked today how many agencies have already requested those waivers, Bowser said, we're not there just yet. But again, a lot of attention as we gear up for this announcement that will come this week of what agencies might be seeing furloughs, hopefully not soon. Leslie Lorenzo.
Mayor setting the table to say what happens here impacts everybody in this region. All right, Rafa, thank you.